Show, No Filter, back for another crazy episode. The Epstein files have set the internet on fire. But let's get into this. We got a crazy one, y'all.
Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Flow Show, baby. Giving you these thoughts, views, and opinions, making sure backsides covered, no diddy. Shout out to the Wake and Bakers and the Coffee Crew. From YouTube to Spotify, I love all my subscribers. Can't forget about the trolls in the comments. Thank you for putting extra eyes on the content. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in.
Good morning. The thoughts, views, and opinions shared on the Flow Show, No Filter, are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I am just good morning, Reagan. Reagan says, what's up? Who we got in here? What's up, Fire Glory? Grandma Kathy. C Tuck, keeping it G. Renee, Enoch, Elise, Anita, Patrice, and whoever else we got in here. Y'all, what the hell happened over the freaking weekend? They dropped 3 million Epstein files over the weekend. And the industry is scrambling and scraping and trying to figure out which way is up. Damn it. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me or see me, because I'm about to go in today. Everybody going the fuck off. People are saying all of a sudden the Epstein files ain't real. Now that some of your favorite people coming up in these files. All right, my Facebook fam can see me and hear me. YouTube, put a 1 in the chat if you can see me and hear me. There we go. Let's go. Like the live, share the live, like the live, share the live, like the live, share the live. Oh my God. Jay-Z, Pusha T, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Harvey Levin, Harvey Weinstein. I know I missed some names because it's 1,000 of them. If I missed some names, put them in the chat. Any celebrity name I failed to mention that's in there, Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, whoever, put the names in the chat. say their name. I don't want to hear it from these celebrities. I've never seen the celebrity world and the elites in such shambles. Side note, shout out to all my Puerto Rico fam. Y'all know I lived in Puerto Rico for a year last year. My guy Johnny Gonzalez says, Flo, Puerto Rico loves you. Continue keeping it real. I will keep it real, sir. I'm going to keep it real, sir. Side note, C-Tuck just let us know somebody from Cleveland won a Grammy named Duran. Congratulations. Let's get back to this shit. Let's get back to this shit. The Jeffrey Epstein files got the whole celebrity world to its knees. It is so hot. You got people like Lizzo trying to defend Jay-Z and Diddy, and she got her ass roasted, toasted, and ghosted. She had to delete that silly ass, simple TikTok video she put up talking about, I don't know what the big deal is. The fuck you mean you don't know what the big deal is? If you don't know what the big deal is, then just shut the hell up and let the people who know what the big deal is, let us do the fucking talking. Celebrities got enough money and power to stand up for their own damn self. I'm so tired of people valuing motherfuckers with money and power over the common folk and the victims who just get dismissed because people like, and I'm sorry, y'all, I almost called Lizzo a bitch. And y'all know that ain't even my style. I had to keep catching myself because I ain't gonna do it. But I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. It's in my head. Y'all know I'm transparent. This is no filter. This is the Flow Show, no filter. The same way we started it. I had to keep it real with y'all. I keep having to catch in my head of calling her a bitch because I don't do that. So I'm not gonna do that. But I had to be real with y'all or where my mind at. I don't like this shit. Lizzo tried to act like, I'm gonna just start with Diddy. Lizzo is on TikTok talking about Diddy had great parties. He had Christmas parties. Y'all think all his parties was freak offs and having sex? Come on, y'all. Y'all falling for it. What do you mean we falling for it? Diddy is in Fort Dix serving a 50-month sentence that $1 billion couldn't get him out of. The hell is you talking about, Lizzo? We don't stand. Matter of fact, Lizzo got her own weird case about sexual harassment and essay and shit. She need to worry about that. But my problem is, why the fuck do people feel like we need to stand up for the people that got billions of dollars who've been getting their ass kissed, who have been getting their ass kissed for the past 40 years I've been on this fucking earth? And victims have been shunned, silenced, harassed, and any other word that you can think of. And we just dismiss the fucking victims who sitting around and saying, I got sexually assaulted. I was a kid. And you just gonna dismiss that and try to convince me that P. Diddy and Jay-Z are the best people that ever walked the earth. Now, Diddy is already proven guilty. So I don't have to use too many allegedlys when we talking about the diddler. Now, Jay-Z, he innocent until proven guilty. Jay-Z has had shit come up and he's able to escape it. I don't know if he's going to be able to escape this shit. We shall see. Oh, yes. The kitchen is open. And I'm going to be honest. I ain't opened the kitchen. The kitchen been closed. The kitchen been closed for a little while, but this kitchen is back open. Annette Granger says, I don't even watch the news anymore. I watch people like you. You speak the truth, period. That's it, and that's all. Thank you. You damn Skippy. You damn Skippy. I don't even watch the news. They talking about fucking TMZ in the damn Epstein files. How we gonna listen to them? Harvey? And it's one thing for your name to come up, but it's a whole ass another thing for you to not fucking speak on it. Harvey, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt at TMZ. And when I say I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, I'm saying I'm waiting to see what the fuck you got to say first. You can't be quiet. I guarantee you, if my name came up in the Epstein files, I would turn on this laptop and get to talking and explaining my goddamn self immediately. But y'all ain't got to worry about that because Flo ain't weird or freaky. Y'all know I ran around in the industry. I never participated in all that bullshit. That's why I'm here today. Because I said no to the hanky-panky and the kinky shit. So I can stand on 10 toes calling out these motherfuckers because the people who really know me know I was there. I was there running around in the early 2000s with this weird-ass industry, with these weird-ass industry people. I was there. Those who know my story know I was there, but I never, there's no point in my life where I wanted to physically or sexually abuse women, whatever. No. I tell people all the time, I'm so glad that I didn't get caught up in that bullshit because I wouldn't even be able to do what I'm doing today because I'd be sitting around on fucking pins and needles wondering if my name gonna come up in some shit. But it ain't. And see, that's why the people who try to stand up for this shit or try to be silenced, I'm looking at them side-eye. They talking about Jay-Z, the ass done left the country. I can't confirm that. It's just something I've been seeing around social media. I can't confirm it. But I'm seeing hella posts that Jay-Z done left the fucking country. So let's get started. Let's get started, y'all. I know y'all feel like we already started, but we ain't even started yet. I just turned the oven on. I had to before you get to cooking, you got to preheat the oven. Come on, man. All my chefs, all my cooking people out there, you got to preheat the oven first. I ain't even started cooking yet. Preheat the oven for about 15 minutes and then we ready to go. My question to y'all on Facebook, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. My question to y'all is, it has changed from who is in the Epstein files. My question has changed, y'all. My question has went from who is in the Epstein files to who ain't in the Epstein files. Damn. I'm hearing that the president, Donald Trump, forced somebody to give him head I don't know how else to say it. This algorithm. I'm trying to talk around the algorithm, but some things you just gotta say. I'm hearing Bill Gates. Bill Gates was over on the island and asking Epstein did he have some medication because he had caught an STD from some Russian girl and he didn't want to give it to his wife. What are we doing here? Anybody still in La La Land that don't think it been some crazy shit going on don't give a fuck about children. So like people like Lizzo, why aren't you standing up for the kids who have been abused sexually, emotionally, physically? You feel like you got to stand up for Diddy? You feel like you got to stand up for Diddy more than before you stand up for the kids? Fuck is wrong with you? And to the people getting all upset because Jay-Z name popping up and all the Jay-Z. Listen, there's no bigger fan of Jay-Z's than me. Anybody know me? Say I was listening to Jay-Z back in 95 and 96, and I've been listening to Jay-Z my whole life. But if his ass been doing some weird shit, his ass got to be held accountable. What is wrong with y'all? If he ain't do shit, he gonna be fine. But I'm seeing a lot of smoke. Let me just be honest. I'm seeing a lot of damn smoke when it comes to one of my heroes back in the day, Jay-Z. You know, I tell y'all all the time. People amaze me thinking I'm just like I just want to come out and shit on Jay-Z and Diddy. They damn near raised me as a youth listening to their hip hop. I don't get any joy out of holding their ass accountable besides the joy that comes from doing the right fucking thing. I hate to hear that Jay-Z caught up in this shit. Diddy don't fucking. It's like finding out how magic really works. It's like finding out Santa Claus was a big fake ass made up shit. It's like finding out Santa Claus ain't real. It's like finally meeting your favorite celebrity or your hero. It's like finally meeting them and you find out they're a complete asshole. So to the people that think, oh, you just trying to tear down a black man or you trying to tear down hip hop, would you? Well, I'm not about that. I've donated more of my money over the years to these entertainers than anybody. Going to their concerts, buying their music, buying their merchandise, buying their clothes, buying Rockaware, doing everything, having supported, giving them every dollar I had. But if I can give you every dollar I have my whole fucking life, I damn sure can call your ass out if you get caught up in some sexually assaulting women and children or children, whatever it is. Let's get into this first article. Jay-Z and Pusha T named in Epstein files. What does 2019 FBI hotline complaint reveal? Jay-Z's name appears in the newly released Epstein-related documents, but only in unverified hotline complaints. Not in Epstein logs or flight records. The claims has also mentioned Pusha T and Harvey Weinstein, but none are supported by evidence, and the DOJ says many tips were false and sensational. And I'm going to tell you why we as a people don't buy this shit. Or y'all talking about the claims weren't substantial and all that or whatever. See, we don't buy that shit because we know y'all just throw money at shit. We know y'all celebrities, y'all just throw money at shit. And so we don't know if it ever was fucking investigated or not. It could have been real. It could have been substantial claims. But you motherfuckers just throw money at shit and then it go away. So now we sitting here, we gotta watch y'all. We gotta double and triple watch what the hell going on because y'all celebrities is too fucking slick. Y'all talking about we supposed to just say you know what? They didn't we supposed to say they didn't investigate it. So that means ain't nothing happened. No, we not buying. We don't know. We need more evidence. We need more evidence. I cannot believe. I don't like the reactions to this shit. So let me clear up a few things. So what we know is Jay-Z was caught up in that. Rap icon Jay-Z's name appeared in the latest batch of Jeffrey Epstein files. We know that. They said that some sexual assault went on at Harvey Weinstein's place, and the victim says she woke up and Jay-Z was there. And then they also say that Pusha T, which is a rapper in the clips, they say he was the handler. He was the one that lined up everything. He was the one who went and recruited the girls and did all the flunky work. My boy C Tuck says, imagine that being your entire childhood only to have it unravel when you're supposed to be showing your kids how you grew up and the things you were into. This is sad. And now, I remember a time when Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z and Kanye West and all these different celebrities, I remember a time when they all were thick as thieves. Now they all at war. Every man for themselves. Nicki Minaj is flat out just said. Now remember, Nicki Minaj is damn near as big as Jay-Z. Like she's one of the biggest hip-hop artists of all time. She is on Twitter saying that Jay-Z and Beyonce and all the rest of them do all these satanic rituals and they unaliving babies. This is Nicki Minaj. This ain't some random Joe Blow on the street corner. This is Nicki Minaj saying this. Are we to think she just making this up? Are we to believe she just making this up? Good morning, Michelle. Michelle said, I'm starting my birthday off with the morning crew. Shout out to the morning crew, the breakfast crew, the wake and bake crew, the Flow Show fam, my Facebook family, my TikTok family, my Instagram family, my YouTube family. If I miss, my Apple and Spotify. How can I miss y'all? You know I love my Apple and Spotify. And keep my 5 stars. If you're listening on Apple or you're listening on Spotify, please go give me 5 stars and keep my 5-star rating going. But let's get back into this. To the people that say this happened in 96, 95, 94. To the people that say that Jay-Z wasn't a well-known rapper yet, let me give you a little history. Jay-Z was already big time before y'all heard about it. Jay-Z had big money. He was already in them circles before y'all heard about him. Tupac, when did Tupac die? Tupac, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it 96? Can somebody in the chat help me? Was it 96? What up, Toby? Was it 96 when was 96 the year Tupac got unalive? All right, 96. 96. Tupac was calling out Jay-Z just like he was calling out Biggie and Puffy, aka Diddy. So if Tupac, the biggest artist at that time and one of the biggest artists of all time, if he was calling out Jay-Z's name in 96, believe me, Jay-Z's name was ringing bells for a few years before that. He didn't just wake up one day and decide to call out Jay-Z. If you remember on Hit 'Em Up, Jay-Z, Tupac, or on that back in the day when he did the Hit 'Em Up about Biggie, you remember Jay-Z was like, Tupac was like, yeah, fuck Jay-Z too, or some shit. That was 96. That was Jay-Z had already made his name for years. He already was in those circles. He already had the money. He tells you his own story. You don't gotta listen to me. You can listen to Jay-Z. And I'm not saying one way or the other, we gotta wait for everything to come out. What I'm saying is though, Jay-Z, don't buy that shit of, oh, Jay-Z wasn't aware. Because some people who don't know about the hip hop and know the story and know the whole Jay-Z movement, some people would think the first time he got on was when his music came out in 96, 97. And that was the first time he became powerful. But those people who really follow the hip hop story understand that Jay-Z was already a made man before any of y'all heard about him. So just know that. Now, I'm not saying he specifically did something with Harvey Weinstein. I don't know. We still waiting for more facts and more stuff to come out. But what I am saying is, don't be one of those people that don't know the story and think that Jay-Z just hit it big when his album came out in 96. No, Jay-Z already had money. He already was moving around like a superstar. And he will tell you out his own mouth. Just listen to his interviews and listen to his music. Pusha T was the handler. And then on top of all of that, I come across an article talking about Jay-Z, not only them, but TMZ, Harvey Levin. And it was funny because I had put in one of my posts the other day on social media when we first broke this Epstein stuff. I said, well, it's mighty. Why hasn't TMZ spoke about Jay-Z being brought up in the Epstein files? Shortly after that video come out, come to find out, this is from Yahoo Entertainment. Jay-Z, Harvey Weinstein. Hold on, Jay-Z. Hold on, Epstein. Let me pull this up, man, y'all. I put up the wrong thing. I found out that Harvey, from TMZ, they say he in the damn files. Let's get into Harvey Levin. And then we're gonna go into every celebrity. Who's from Sports Kita? Who is Harvey Levin? TMZ founder allegedly referred as a good friend by Mike Sitrick, an email linked to Epstein files. The recently released Epstein files include an email mentioning TMZ founder Harvey Levin, saying he was a good friend, while writing to the late PDF file in March 2011. The Department of Justice released a new batch of files involving Jeffrey Epstein, the late convicted pedophile, on Friday, January 30th. Numerous big names came across industries have been found in these files. One of them is Harvey Levin. This is the email that the TMZ guy, Harvey Levin, name came up. Tried to call you. Harvey Levin, who runs TMZ, is a good friend. They haven't reported on this at all, but I might be able to get him to do something on the Duchess and her backpedaling. Then this person goes on to say, okay, with leaking to British press, but think we need to get a statement out. They say it's important to note that the mere mention of a person's name in these files doesn't necessarily indicate any wrongdoing. Further investigations will be needed to determine the extent of their relationship. Meanwhile, Harvey Levin is a journalist, legal analyst, and producer who founded TMZ. And now his ass came up in the name. Now, the thing is this. If they're in the Epstein files saying, Harvey, you're a good guy, and that you will look out for them as far as PR, that's going to raise some eyebrows. That's going to raise some eyebrows. Now, do we think TMZ is going to report that Harvey name came up, talking about he's a good friend of Epstein, and he'll look out for them when it comes to press? Y'all know what we need to do. Now, 624 said, as Jose said, a good point. It's very suspicious how just people in Hollywood and musicians are being named, but none of the billionaire businessmen are being named. Their names are redacted. Why is that? Because billionaires got $1 billion, but they did name one billionaire, 64 San Jose. They named Bill Gates. I guess his check didn't clear. But at this point, we need to tear the whole fucking industry down to the fucking studs. Tear it down to the studs. Build a new industry from scratch, because this old industry is tainted beyond belief. Thank you for the $10 holla, Elise. She said, go get yourself some comfort food to help you chill out. LOL. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What a weekend. Somebody said a former prime minister put a suppression order, but clearly that didn't work. LOL. Yeah. Kareem Davis said, and I don't like that. Tear this fucking industry down to the studs. Our whole childhood is in the shitter right now. They talking about Jay-Z done fled the fucking country. I don't know if he has or not. But I know one thing he hasn't done. He ain't came out and made a statement. I know when all the Diddy stuff was going on, Jay-Z was coming out talking shit, wanting smoke with everybody. Now we got this Jeffrey Epstein list file going on. And so far, I haven't heard nothing but crickets. I haven't heard anything but crickets. I need to hear from Jay-Z, Pusha T, Bill Gates, Donald Trump, Harvey. I need to hear from some of these people. This ain't a time to be quiet. This ain't a time to be quiet. Remember when them allegations was coming out with Diddy and Jay-Z? Jay-Z was coming right out. Hey, I'm fighting this to the end. I had nothing to do with this. Blah, blah, Z, blah, blah, blah. But the Epstein files got the whole industry so quiet you could hear a cat piss on cotton. Let me say that again. These Epstein files that dropped over this weekend has the celebrity world so quiet you can hear a cat piss on cotton. $64 San Jose, thank you for the $4.99, $5 holla. She says, thank you, Flo. I appreciate your hard work every day. You always keep us all well informed. I try my best, and I appreciate each and every last one of y'all for supporting my show. But damn, y'all, what is going on? I enjoyed the Justin Bieber performance yesterday. On a side note at the Grammys, I don't know if y'all watched the Grammys, but I did. I haven't watched it in a long time. But I went ahead and watched the Grammys, and it's funny because with the new cleanse of the industry, it been like they like the new era is not into all that satanic shit. Dean, Claudette Odette Dean, or whatever, the best new artist. She was the cleanest looking best new artist I've ever seen in the Grammys. You know, all that Lady Gaga satanic crazy stuff. That was the old days. Well, I say that not the old days, but that was the previous era. I think with this cleanse of the industry is being forced to get back to just cleaner, for lack of better words, just regular entertainers, man. At what point did everything have to be so satanic and devilish and just creepy? What where did we get what point did we get away from just regular old talented people singing songs? But it felt good yesterday watching the Grammys to at least see the newer artists. It wasn't a bunch of satanic shit. It was like just regular, good, talented people. Now, I don't know if that's going to be the movement, or I don't know if that's just a few people I saw yesterday. But everybody in this industry is shaking in their boots. Because think about it. 3 million files were released over the weekend. How long will it take 3 million files to be totally put out into this atmosphere? We just at the very, 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 very beginning stages. They put out some files that didn't have certain names redacted, like Donald Trump and others. And then they deleted those files and re-uploaded them, but some people already had them before they was redacted. This shit has been a mess. They put out some files and didn't redact like almost, I think, 30 victims' names. You know, all the victims' names supposed to be redacted. They put out something and released like 30 of the victims' names. They had to pull that back down and redact the victim's name and put it back out. This shit has been just crazy, man. Let's see what we got here on the Epstein files. And then Lizzo got the nerve to come out trying to defend this shit. Y'all, she had to delete that post and get the hell off the internet so fast, it was like she was never there. It was like Lizzo was never ever on the internet. She got the hell away so fast. Every name in the Epstein. Let's go over what every name in the Epstein file. Unbelievable. So many powerful people were mentioned. Man, I hate to say it, but I feel like we about to see some weird deaths. We about to see some weird deaths. The crazy part is about it, y'all. They saying that this is from Financial Express. Title of the article is Epstein Files from Trump to Mamdani's mom. List of names in the newly released 3 million pages. 3 million pages. The U.S. Justice Department released over 3 million pages of files. The documents posted online accounts. But the crazy thing is they're saying that this list of names, they say more crazier information is still to come. They are saying crazier pages and files are set to be released. The documents posted online have set the world on fire, but they are saying that this is not even it. This is going to be a hell of a freaking week, y'all. I'm telling y'all now. This is going to be a hell of a freaking week. Everybody's so damn quiet. Is it just me, or has nobody besides 50 Cent in the celebrity world came out to say anything? Is it just me, or did I miss other people speaking out? All these names being mentioned, I haven't heard anybody speak out and say anything. I haven't heard anybody. Nobody's like, it's like It's like me and y'all in this chat are the only ones that know that 3 million pages were released with all these fucking names in it. And we ain't hearing nobody come out and say anything. I don't get it. But this ain't something you're going to be able to stay silent on. This ain't something these celebrities and these elites going to be able to stay silent on. This is getting worse. And the quieter you are, the worse you're going to make it. And can y'all believe? Let's listen to this. We got 3 million pages of Epstein files. We got all these names. We got Epstein, who was taken into custody and behind this shit. You got Ghislaine Maxwell behind bars. So we know there were crimes committed. We know there were crimes against children. We know there were crimes against women. And not one single solitary motherfucker has been held accountable or arrested. Not one client. Not one person that participated in. We have 0 arrests. How is that possible? We don't have 1 arrest. We don't even have anybody questioned, as far as we know. Make it make sense. Not 1 arrest. 3 million pages, but not 1 arrest. Everybody and their mama was caught up in this Epstein. What the hell were these freaks doing on the daily? What were they doing? Every time these files come out, it's like everybody who we all been calling out for years is getting named one by one. Freaky ass industry. Poor kids. A lot of people in the chat saying they've been paying big money to keep this quiet. I'm going to tell you, you know what? Let me tell you my theory of why, what's going on right now. And I need y'all to tap in and listen carefully for this next 5 minutes. I'm about to break this shit down. Give me your ears for 5 minutes, locked in. Lock in for 5 minutes right quick. And I'm about to explain what the hell, why this is happening. See, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, even like 2010, see, we didn't have the same algorithm that we have now. This algorithm gives the common person a voice, because if you come on the internet with some valuable information, it can just go viral, and millions of people can get information from people like me, or just a regular person on the street who just happens to upload something and it goes viral. See, back when they was doing all this bullshit, early 2000s, late 90s, most of this era that we dealing with these files and all these crimes. See, back then, there were only a few main media publications. And as long as you had them in your pocket, you wouldn't ever be held accountable, or any of this bad news or bad deeds would never see the light of day, because you didn't have an algorithm where the common person could just roll out the bed and talk to millions of people. So since back in these times, they had a complete control over the media exposure, they felt like they could do anything. They felt like they could do anything. So they were sloppy. Think about it. Go back to Diddy. You see what Danny Kane and all these artists, they couldn't speak out before because the elites had the media space in a rear naked chokehold. But then an app came along called TikTok. In around 2018, 2019, and TikTok was the first app to become large. And what made TikTok famous is TikTok let regular people from their home go viral and reach millions and millions of people through just conversation. And when TikTok did that, TikTok exploded and took over every other media app. Because before those, all the social media apps, they only gave voices to people who had a lot of followers, aka celebrities, people who are already celebrities. So once TikTok came with this algorithm that let the average person have a voice, then victims began to speak. And now you couldn't silence these victims because they could just hop on their phone, post a video, and if they're saying, hey, Jay-Z did this to me, or Diddy did this to me, now millions of people get to hear their story. Now the celebrities, they can't, it's like opening Pandora's box. They can't control it. And so what happens though? TikTok has so much success. TikTok has so much success with the new algorithm that gives the common person a voice. All the other apps start copying it. YouTube came with shorts, just like TikTok. Instagram came with reels. Facebook came with reels. And now all of these social media apps start giving all the common person a voice. And they were only doing it out of greed because TikTok became the most successful social media app and was kicking everybody's ass. But the same thing that make you laugh will make you cry. And with that, and by all these other apps following TikTok's blueprint, because they wanted to make money like TikTok, they created this storm that we got now, where now the celebrities, they can't control it, and all they shit is getting exposed. So I'll be the first one to tell y'all, because nobody has said it. The algorithm is what has killed this celebrity world. The algorithm. The new algorithm that gives the common person a voice that is why all this shit has hit the fan. And now when you go back and read all these emails and expose all this stuff, it's getting exposed to the world because of the new algorithm. Nobody has broke that down, but I'm telling y'all, that is how we got here. See, when they were doing all this bullshit back in the day, they had complete control of all media. So they weren't worried about nobody finding out about all this shit. But this new TikTok algorithm that Facebook used, YouTube used, Instagram uses, Snapchat uses, everybody uses this new algorithm. And this new algorithm is the celebrity and the elite's worst nightmare. So next time somebody asks y'all why is people being held accountable now and what's the difference now, it's the algorithm. Before, if you back in 2005, if you wasn't already famous, if you came on here on the internet talking about somebody did something to you, what nobody but 20 or 30 people maybe see it. 20 people, your friends. But that shit changed. Now, if you got a victim and they come to the internet with a story and their story sounds credible, it's a good chance it's going to reach millions. See, that's why people, when they tune into me, they don't understand. I go deeper than even the story. You haven't heard one person break down how the algorithm is the reason why all these House of Cards and the celebrity is falling down. You haven't heard one person break that down. But if you're tuning in to the Flow Show No Filter, you heard somebody break it down. And if you got common sense and you paying attention, you sit at home right now. Damn, that makes sense. See, back in 2005, 2008, 2099, we didn't have this algorithm where a person could just hop on the internet and get millions of views. You had talk shows. You had CNN and news publications who all could be paid off. So if a story about a victim that want to speak out against Diddy or Jay-Z or Epstein, all the predators had to do was pay CNN, pay this person, pay whatever, just throw money at it and it would disappear. But one thing about society and nature, I'm going to just call this nature. Nature is the ultimate self-fixer. And in a way, this internet, this algorithm is cleaning a dirty ass industry. And the same greed, because you gotta remember, TikTok was a Chinese app. TikTok is a Chinese app. The Chinese, they don't have shit to hide, and you know, they live a whole different way than we do over here. So they had an app where they didn't care about giving all the regular people a voice. But what do we do over here in America? We see somebody making some money at something, and our greed makes us want to do it. We copycats. It's a copycat world we live in here in the United States. So that greed of wanting to be like TikTok is the same reason why these elites and why these powerful people and all these people with money got hell on their hands and is in trouble right now, because they pumped this world and they gave the world a voice without even realizing how much damage that's going to do to their own skeletons and how many of their skeletons are going to come out as a result of it. So thank God for the damn algorithm. Thank God for TikTok and China coming with this algorithm to give all the common people a voice. And thank God for America's greed by wanting to copy the same algorithm to Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, and all the rest of them. And that's why we're here today. Now put that in your journalist pipe and smoke it, because Flow's on fire today. The kitchen is officially closing, and I'm going to continue to investigate these Epstein files. If Jay-Z name come up some more, I'm going to report on it. If it's unfounded, I'm going to report on it. If it's Trump, if it's Elon Musk, if it's whoever it is, I'm going to bring it to the light. Thanks for the whole support of everybody. Much love to all my Facebookers. Much love to my on Spotify. but I'm dropping the mic.
Yeah, it's the Flow Show.
It's my theme music.
No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30.
I hear you, Sherry. Sherry say, you know how you say, and I don't like it? Guess what? God don't like it. I hear you, Sherry.
a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. It's the Flow Show, baby. Giving you these thoughts, views, and opinions, making sure backsides covered, no diddy. Shout out to the Wake and Bakers and the Coffee Crew. From YouTube to Spotify, I love all my subscribers. Can't forget about the trolls in the comments. Thank you for putting extra eyes on the content. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show.
I love you more, Denise. Denise said, we love you, Flo. I love you, Denise Harris. I love every y'all. Y'all are the best supporters. Y'all been supporting me from the beginning, and I'm going to continue to bring y'all the truth and bring y'all the real. And by the way, I forgot to mention, 50 Cent is saying that he about to do a Jay-Z documentary like he did the Diddy documentary. Holy shit.
Flow Show. No filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in. Yeah, it's the Flow Show.
Let's get the I'm-outs in the chat.
Filter. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, tap in.
As always, I love y'all. You know I love y'all, each and every one of y'all. But I'm